Back with more post-game coverage of Game 3 of the OHL Championship Series, joined by Oshawa Generals head coach Brad Malone, along with defenseman Luca Marrelli. Coach, London got off to a strong start tonight. They had a good first period against you guys, but as we've seen throughout the year, no quit in the Generals. Trying to draw a positive. Are you proud of the way the team pushed there late?
Not trying to draw from anything, and I really don't think they had a great first period. I thought they were opportunistic. We gift-wrapped everything that they earned on 5 of their 6 goals. We beat ourselves tonight.
Luca, 3 assists for yourself. Maybe you can just provide some of your thoughts on the game there, a 7-5 final.
I mean, being down 5-1 going into the third, it's not really a recipe for success. And, we kind of, like Bugsy said, we gave them what they got, and, we shot ourselves in the foot tonight. So,
Lucas.
Coach, what was the message that you gave in second intermission to maybe get the guys going a little bit? That's obviously whatever you said must have worked because they got 3 straight.
Yeah, just get back to doing what we do best. We're a confident, competitive group. There's no quitting there, and we found some momentum in the third, which is great. We need to carry that over into tomorrow.
Luca, from the defensive perspective, allowing 5 goals in 2 periods, what do you think may have gone awry on the defensive side in the first 40?
I mean, just managing pucks, a lot of their opportunities and a lot of their goals were just from flips and maybe being a little bit too casual and not just winning our line. So I think for us it's just about really bearing down on the small details.
Coach, can I get your reaction to the 2-minute Seneca penalty? What did you see on the review, and were you happy with them moving it down to a 2?
Never like to see anyone get hurt, especially a future Oiler, but I thought Beckett was trying to close on him in the D zone. I saw the review quickly on the iPad. It's unfortunate that he caught his knee, but I don't think it was intentional by any means.
How did you think you guys played in third? Obviously, getting some even strength goals has been something that you guys have been searching for. You've been great on the power play, but to get a couple even strength goals and build some momentum going into tomorrow's game on the back-to-back.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think the recipe for success is getting pucks and bodies to the net. London does a very good job of protecting their goaltender, boxing out, and making you shoot through layers. So we gotta do it by committee. We got to do it consistently to break them down. We were fortunate to find a few there. We got to continue to go there and not get frustrated when things aren't going our way.
Look, you guys outshot them 8-0 before they got their first shot, and then it went in. You guys got to a great start there. What do you think went awry there in the middle part of that game, and then being able to fight back late? But what do you guys need to clean up in the middle part of that game for tomorrow?
I mean, like I said, just the details. I don't really think we got away from anything. I think they scored and maybe deflated us a little bit, but we were playing great in the first 6 minutes. I think at the first TV timeout there, the shots, like you said, were 8-0. So, we just got to stick with that and try and play a full 60.
Brad, what's your thought on the goal there? With not 8 minutes left or whatever, and then why
Well, we're in the championship series, and there's no quit. That was my message in between the second and third, and we got some momentum with the second one. Saw an opportunity to, pull the goalie early. If we had, I think it was 32 or 33 shots at the time and 2 goals. Figured now was the time to try and get the third, and great play by those guys to, take advantage of that opportunity. And then on the Gravel decision, we had a incident against Barrie in the third round at the end of the game, just trying to protect Ozzy from, not saying that there was going to be any intent, but if there's any traffic, it's just, we don't need it. Just play the gentleman's game.
And finally, when you said you beat yourselves tonight, are you more disappointed in the offensive end or the defensive end?
Well, glad you asked that question. I went back after and watched all the goals. I think we had the puck on our stick before, like I said, 5 of the 6 of them. 30 seconds in total between us touching the puck and the puck going in the net. It's small margin of error against a very potent offense. You can't be casual. We got to be on high alert at all times. So I thought we played well. There's a lot of good things to pull from it. Love the third, but at the end of the day, when you're turn pucks over or you're casual with the puck against an offense like that, they're going to make you pay. So it's, tip your cap. They deserve the win tonight. We'll be better tomorrow.
Welcome to postgame coverage of Game 3 of the OHL Championship Series here at the Tribute Community Center in Oshawa. The London Knights 7-5 winners to take a 2-1 series lead after a highly entertaining third period with lots of offense, joined by head coach Dale Hunter along with forward Kasper Halttunen. Kasper, we'll start with you. A hat trick, and I believe it's 12 goals in 7 OHL Championship Series games. What is it about the big stage that gets you excited?
I just love to play those big games and, trying to be at my best in those big moments. And, I've, been able to do that now. So just got to get going. The job's not finished.
Dale, some ebbs and flows in this game. Oshawa pushed hard in the third, as I'm sure you probably expected them to. What do you think of your team's response?
It was good. We battled back. We scored another big goal, and but they're two good offensive teams, and it's never over till it's over.
Right.
Kasper, when they started scoring in the third, were you worried that it would be like the reverse of Game 3 last year?
No, I don't think of that way. I trust our guys, and whoever's out there, they're doing all they can. I trust all the guys that they're gonna get the job done.
Dale, in your view, was Beckett Seneca lucky to play the final 2 periods after that?
Well, the ref said that you can knee. It wasn't a 5-minute major because he kneed him in the thigh, not the knee. So you can knee somebody as long as you don't hit the knee.
Is that?
I don't know. That's what he told me. I'm repeating what he told me.
But is that?
I don't
in
know.
all your years of hockey?
I don't know. I can't comment on it.
Coach, what did you think of the response after some of the things that happened in this game? It's a spirited game, both teams going at it, a lot of stuff after the whistle. How do you think your guys handled all the emotion tonight?
It was good. Both teams battled, and that's what playoff hockey's all about.
Kasper, it was already mentioned that you step up in the big games, but when you're in a game like that, where it just seems like whenever you're shooting, it's going in. How does the vibe? How is it different than a game where you're kind of fighting it a little bit and you're struggling to put the puck in the net? When it's a game like that, is it just a different vibe and a different mentality that you're feeling in that moment?
Yeah, it's hockey. Sometimes the pucks are going in, and some games it's not. And when it's not, you just got to bring something on the table. And whether it's good forecheck, good defensive plays or whatever it is, try to bring something to the table. But now today, I think I shot the puck more, and it was going in. So yeah.
What do you think of Knights Kingdom? They had a whole section there cheering you guys on after the game. You guys went and celebrated with them. What does it mean for you to see them come all the way up here and have a big contingent out to cheer you guys on a road game?
Yeah, it's huge. Those guys are coming in almost every game, and during the playoffs they're here every game, and it gives us the extra boost that we need, and it's huge.
Kasper, were you shocked at all that Easton was able to get that pass to you where he spun around and able to get it right on the line for you?
That's just who it is. He's a guy who was able to make those plays, and I think we're going to see that in the social media in this next couple of days. But yeah, he's just incredible.
And then lastly for me, you obviously have an incredible shot with Oshawa. What have you done even this year and the past few years to just get it to the level that it is? Because it almost seems like anytime you got a one-timer, it's lights for the back of the net.
You know what? Just shooting pucks a lot. That's all it is. After every practice, stay out there for a little bit, shoot a lot of pucks, and different shots, one-timers and wristers, and shots from the slot, and try and just improve my shot all around.
One quick one for Dale. What have you seen from Kasper since he's come back? Spent a little bit of time up there in pro hockey to start the year and then came back to your club. What have you seen in the elevation of his game? Why do you think he's going to translate well to the pro game?
No, he comes back, and right away the pro game is, he works at his game, and the pro game is to come play in the playoffs and score big goals. Like right now, you watch the National Hockey League, boys. They're dying. Everybody's dying for guys that play well in the playoffs. They're dying.